Buenos dias from beautiful Matagalpa, Nicaragua. I want to wish you all a happy Easter Sunday morning. With that, before I go on any further, again, I want to give a shout out to all the likes and subscribes. We got about 63 people now subscribed on. That's like about a 15% increase in a week. So obviously somebody's liking what they're seeing here. Just doing this to pass on the good word and show a little bit of a region, a country that most people won't get a chance to see. Before I keep on babbling a little bit, I want to give you a shot of the clouds coming through the mountains out of the east. That's where most winds will almost always come out of the northeast by east region. Almost never winds out of the west here. They're prevailing out of the Caribbean and going across the mountains. And you can see some rain up there. We're not expected to get any rain today on Easter Sunday. It's a gorgeous day, currently 72 degrees Fahrenheit. The winds are averaging about 18 miles an hour. Yeah, I am still in tourist attire. Managed to find some minimalist clothes yesterday, but we'll just refer to those as disposable clothes, as U.S. sizing is not easy to find in Asian-made products shipped here. So I'll be on a quest tomorrow when a couple of the other stores are open that weren't open yesterday, and I'll see about getting some adult male size clothing to help facilitate my wardrobe here. I do not have an exact plan for today's walk. We're gonna head back down to the South Terminal. We're gonna get that bus route area filmed this morning, so I'm not gonna go all the way up to the north. And you saw that I'm about to go ahead and take a quick left and then a right down the more common road. We're gonna go past Diagon Alley. We're gonna make the turn to the right, which will pass Brooklyn Cafe and such, and we're gonna take it from there. So hope you all enjoy. And a reset to verify that the volume control is turned off. I believe that was the issue with the camera turning itself off the other day. I keep the volume or the audio voice command off, but evidently after a systems update it reset itself. So lesson learned, I check it before you talk. Buenas. Yeah, it's that crazy gringo with the camera. Well, for at least 2 more weeks while I'm in this Airbnb, this is probably the most common road I take, because again, thanks to Google Maps, it'll show you the ones with the least amount of hills. Buses, that's should be people coming back from the beach. So I found out most of the buses were in the country were allocated to shuttle people out to the Pacific coast for the weekend. That's why the bus terminals were shut down. Although I did see a good number of buses in the terminal, which is strange, but maybe they were just parked until they needed to do pickup on last night and today. Scott Allen Miller has a picture. He's out in a national park out west, and there were people leaving in droves at sunset. You know, their 4-day weekend was either over or interrupted. Did have a number of restaurants and a couple shops open on the Saturday in the middle of the weekend, so everything shut down on Thursday. Most things were shut down on Friday, as you saw in the video. And then restaurants were open yesterday and they were packed. Brooklyn Cafe easily had over 150 people in there. When I was over at Diagon Alley, they were packed. On Good Friday, they had a good 30-40 people in there. They've only got a staff of like 2 servers. they were busy, and it's family, so it's not just like onesie twosies like myself. I went in the corner so I didn't take up big tables. wild parrots. You can see that guy up there. 2 of them. Yep, wild parrots. Diagon's gonna open. That's good to know for later. Get you a little level. Depends on what my shoulder does at the moment. So I don't expect to see anything open today. Easter's probably equal, if not greater, to Christmas here. Produce market's open. Buenas. Come up on 7:30 in the morning. Tried to tweak my sleep schedule here from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. to get that solid 8 hours of sleep. Well, when I go to bed is subjective, but I can't sleep into 6. I wake up with the sunrise at 5:30. Sometimes it's the birds, other times I'm just waking up. So the other tricks of the trade that I've been instructed on with the camera is overheating is common over the 40-minute mark. So I'm going to start swapping batteries out at the 30-minute mark. I got plenty of room on the SD card, and that way if it does screw up, I've mitigated loss. Yeah, I haven't gone down this road in a while. Love that house. Sapore d'Italia. I've gone there a couple times. Good selection of vegetarian, Italian pasta, pizzas. You'll find most of the pizza here is Italian style, not US style, so thinner crust, it's easier to cook, less sauce. Buenos dias. Alright, we bypassed Brooklyn by about 3 blocks. And even though these roads are kind of empty, and this one's one way, if you don't look both ways, you're a fool. Just like if you expect people to stop at stop signs, not gonna happen. Yep, wild parrots. So I was speaking with my sister yesterday about all the drinks that are available here beyond the obvious Tonya beer and Florida Cana rum, which are the 2 national standards. But juice drinks. Juice by themselves are sweet. Often there's more sugar added. Nika's drink their coffee pretty much black with lots of sugar added. Everything they drink is pretty much sweet. So her next question was, are there a lot of dentists? So this country might be known as the land of lake and volcanoes, but it's also known as the land of dentists. There are high quality dentists. Obviously there's some less than quality, but people do medical tourism here for dental work. And beyond places to recharge your cell phone plan, like Compar 2 Recharge Activa E for Tigo, I'm using Claro, you'll see 1,001 places to recharge your cell phone minutes, 1,001 attorneys, and 1,001 dentists. All right, so that's a block off from the river. We're going to, yeah, this is like what it was that first day when I saw no traffic. This road should be like jam-packed with cars. Yeah, we want to record today's walk. I never do the riverside. We're going to do the riverside. Good crow. Alrighty, and there's the river walk. Well, we're going to get more than we did the last time. And safety cross. Attorney's office, Oficina de Leyes. Yeah, if you're intoxicated, these little holes are everywhere. Yeah, you'll just fall in. Alright, we're gonna try for a better shot of the rapids per se than we had the other day. Quite the rock formation after, a couple thousand, tens of thousands of years, however long the river has been flowing through here. But this is one of the main rivers. I mean, it doesn't look impressive at the moment, but give it time. I'm looking forward to seeing it flowing a little heavier and making sure more of the trash disappears. Realize the wind guard didn't stay on. It's at the house still, so there's more wind noise than normal. My apologies. Need to make those where they're magnetic. like the lenses. Absolutely gorgeous morning. The humidity is actually higher than you can feel, being a little bit of a lower temp and the constant wind. It doesn't let the moisture just sit on your skin. But going, again, like I've said on many videos, going from shade to sunlight is noticeable. When it's well, that's a construction. Oh, look at all that steel construction up there. They're going to do something great with that building. Wow. Pay somebody to go across the street, clean up the river for a little scenic view. When it's Buenas. What's that crazy gringo doing with the backpack in the camp? All right. Well, you guys didn't see this much last time. Basketball court. Buen día. There is a slight micro spray of mist in the air. What a beautiful thing. All right, an authentic chicken bus. That is a regular route, Managua to Matagalpa, owned by Senor Sanchez. Ordinario, so that's the regular bus, not the express. So if you know anything about buses, the Bluebird company, that's the bird logo. The yellow school buses you see in the States were all pretty much back in the day Bluebird company. One of the references for the name chicken bus, because it's kind of like a flying chicken. And two, you'll often see chickens on the bus. Kid you not. Cross here. Oh, the mist feels great. Another footbridge over the river. So on the other side of the river, you pretty much have the main highway, Nika 3, that runs just parallel to the city from the south to the north, and then cuts across the top, splitting Molina Norte from the rest of the main city, and then it goes east. Haven't done as much on that side of elevation. Buses are returning. All right. Newer old bus. Specialis, special service bus. Doesn't say express transporter in Gutierrez, so this is a private bus. All right, we are coming up on the market of Coltrane Sewer. Water tanks, just as you'd have them on the rooftop to collect rainwater in the event that water pressure goes out. We're in the Molino. Oh yeah. That is some bags of beans. Hold on. Alright, the gate's still closed to the buses. So, no official travel. They're all returning from the weekend. This is actually their direct way out. Buen días. He is going through his gate. Can I drag it up? Alright, well, and I'm going behind him. Yep. All coming back from the weekend. Little puppy. Alright. A lot more open today than yesterday. Yeah. Ah, look at that produce. What a day. Oh yeah. Ooh. Malcontent. Oh, that looks delicious. Tortillas fresh. Homemade tortillas. Alright, about time to change out a battery. Do this smartly. Pop right over here, change out a battery. Where are we at? Alright, battery's changed out. Quite the traffic jam behind the buses. I expect that's just a daily occurrence living up down here. We are going to trek on. Really kind of surprised to see as many businesses open today. When you're the owner, operator, and labor, if you're not working, you're not earning. So I gotta get this adjusted a little bit for you guys. That looks more normal. Alright, this is where I turned yesterday. Whew. And, yeah. Oh, wow.
This is Johnny One.
Singing Red Hot Chili Peppers. All fresh paved roads. Alright, a bridge, probably one of the lowest run bridges over the river. Whew. Whew. Alright. Well, let's go up this road. Of course I picked elevation. Dentists. We are going to fix shoes. Oh, yep. That's better. Ah, Margarita. Downhill's tempting. Road it is. Little Puro Grande. What is that, Puro Grande? It's residential. I don't see a need. That will take me back towards Rubin Dario Parque. Guessing about 6 blocks down and 2 to the east. Instituto San Francisco Diocese Reales Franciscanos. So Franciscan monks, I'm guessing. Private Catholic school. Farmacia Laser. Whew. Yeah. That hill's just a little steeper. Oh, that's a nice shot, and the clouds coming in over the valley. Yeah, let's do it. So yeah, trash cans are not used. You put your bags of trash out in the morning before garbage pickup. Hope the dogs don't rip it open. However, our trash runs Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Don't know the reasoning behind that. I'm assuming because obviously you had a long weekend, people party, things were closed, they were at home more often, drinking Tonya, Florida Cana, maybe cooking some food out in the yard. There's gonna be trash on Monday. Okay. So Tuesday, maybe you were hungover on Monday, forgot to take the trash out. And then there's 2 days in a row. But Wednesday, you had to have one heck of a bender to not remember to bring it out on Monday and Tuesday, to where you have to worry about it on Wednesday. And then you're gonna pile it all up again until Monday. So, strange routine. Don't, I mean, if you can staff people to pick up trash 3 days in a row, that's great. That means there should be less trash on the roads. But I would hope you to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every other day. And I'm sure that there's a reason, cultural difference. But it's one of those things that, you know, from North America, you go, well, that's kind of weird. So these are the smaller, newer Chinese buses and Russian buses. I'm going to just assume this is Chinese. Sanglia Palpa de las Madeiras. Yeah, and it's full. Looks like people coming back from the weekend. Alrighty. Clear on the left, clear on the right, and he's turning. He uses turn signal. That's cool. Most do not. So, small pat on the back to myself to get these walking videos done when everything's closed. Less traffic to deal with. Unfortunately, you don't see the businesses in full force, but I'm also not dodging as many people on the sidewalk. So I had this conversation with my sister yesterday. Two things I see the most similar culturally between Nicaragua and North America. One, when people are on the sidewalk, they take up the entire sidewalk. They do not move over for the oncoming pedestrian traffic. They take up the whole road. And they're often on their cell phone while doing it. So they're totally self-absorbed, have no concept that other people are trying to walk on the same road. I see that just like the States. And the other is with the advent of cell phone access here. And I will be a little chauvinistic in the statement that little girls love taking selfies, more so than everybody else. I see young women standing in the middle of the road, posing, duck lips, whole bit, cars coming, doesn't matter. It's all about the selfie. So there is probably the two biggest cultural similarities that I see, pedestrian walking and the use of self-imposed video. Got to take a shot of myself eating this, a shot of myself standing here in 20 different poses, and yeah. Asado El Progreso. That looks like the kind of place I might have to come back and eat at someday. They got a little bit of advertising going, good for them. All right, we're back up on the river. All right, so those are the stalls along the riverside. So I'm going to hang a right here. Clear on the left. That was Flamingo. He's using his turn signal. Motorcycle's using his turn signal. Yep. I don't trust anybody else. And Obliado, no tengo prisa. I'm retired. I'm not in a hurry. Yeah. Cross while I can. Woo. Oh, that wind feels great. bus is coming back. Express bus, all right. I just realized I just found something rare. I found the gas station in town. It's one thing you don't, 100,000 plus people in this town, and there's almost no gas stations. Alrighty. So if you haven't seen my prior videos about gas, it is nationalized. Doesn't matter what station you go to, prices are the same, and it doesn't fluctuate by the day. It pretty much fluctuates by the year. The government sets the price, and that's what it's going to be for a very long time, unless something dramatic happens. So when you do the exchange of 36 and change to 1 from Cordoba to dollar, and then you do the conversion from liter to gas, it comes out to about $5.30 per gallon for gas. And as people freak out about that, 1, it's higher octane fuel here. 2, vehicles are built more efficiently. And 3, you drive total less miles. So it kind of balances out. You get sticker shock at the pump, but you're not filling your tank weekly. So little things in life. And I believe we are at Parque Rubin Dario. I see a stoplight. Yep, Parque Rubin Dario. The other Bellin, that's Bellin Express. Alrighty, nice. Look at, I'm going. I think we're good on the battery. So, most famous writer, poet in all of Nicaragua, Momento e Rubin Dario, no sé cómo se llama aquel hombre de Matagalpa, pero sí que ese ignorado compatriota en su modesta representativa hibla visto como quizás en las castidades que contemplaron sus hoyos de viajero las clásicas palabras Niagara necese este viera non este necese vera en este venir. Yeah, again, if my tutor is watching this, I'm sure she's laughing all the way to the bank on my enunciation. Said it before. En tienes, in time. Alright, let's check how we doing on a battery. Continue. Alright. So now that I verified all of that, and it's 10 after 8, it's Easter Sunday, not expecting stuff to be open. However, breakfast would be nice. cafe would be nice. So this is a small chain right around the corner here. The Selección Nicaragüense Tienda and Cafe. There is several of them. I've been told they're highly priced. I have not been yet. Never seem to be open at a timely fashion for when I'm out and about. We are gonna check on the one I just hit 2 days ago, since they were open on Good Friday. Maybe they're open on Easter Sunday. Oh boy, a speaker truck.
Del 15 de marzo al 20 de abril. El sorteo se realizará el 21 de abril del 2025.
Lacey's incoming, which means it'll be over eventually. Yeah, these guys will come by at 11:30 at night past your house. They come by 5:30 in the morning past your house.
Por cada 500 córdobas en compras recibes un cupón. Y si tus compras incluyen 3 marcas patrocinadoras, duplicas tus posibilidades de ganar. Solo escanea el código QR, ingresa tus datos personales y sigue los pasos. No te pierdas esta oportunidad de ganarte una Moto Genesis CR3200. Participa y prepárate, porque tú puedes ser el próximo ganador de un superestrella. Promoción válida del 15 de marzo al 20 de abril. El sorteo se realizará el 21 de abril del 2025.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Llegó el verano sobre ruedas. Superestrella. De las 4 motos Genesis CR3200.
But because,
Para que disfrutes del verano.
I'll hold a moment. But because everybody uses their horns in communication, what you don't hear is the 1,001 cars bumping their speaker stereo all the way to max, because you can't hear the incoming traffic, or people won't hear you. So speaker cars for advertisements are annoying. Less people with $5,000, $10,000 car stereos. It's not a bad trade-off. Cathedral du Center. Buenos días. To the left, to the right. Good. There's a pretty thick layer of asphalt that's been layered on the road here, being that we're on the Avenidos de Bancos, Avenue of the Banks. We'll get to see the progress of the rooftop those guys are working on. Clear. Buenas. This is one very large church. On my right. Takes up the whole block. I can only imagine what kind of formal services they have today for Easter Sunday. Probably pretty impressive to the Catholics. Oh, gate's closed. Surprising. Oh wow, there's the roof those guys were working on for 3 days. A green roof here in the middle. Day one was ripping all the old ceramic tiling off the top. Second day was replacing a bunch of the wood runners, and third day they put the metal roof on. Gorgeous. Again, that was like 5 guys doing the work and 1 supervisor walking across the street watching. Quick, manual, effective, efficient labor. And they're going to be missed in the States. People that know how to bust their ass to get a job done correctly. Yep. Alright. 24-hour AM PM, which is not open. Love it. Go for the phase. Another shameless shout out to my attorney's office. Pandoria. I'll never get it right. We already read they were going to be closed today. Pandoria and Robusteria. I will get those one day. Bakery and restaurant. Ben Pro. 2 ladies standing in front of the ATM I use. Even Pharmacy is open on Sunday, Easter Sunday. You could be sick and get health care. Oh, Oh boy. I get coffee and breakfast. Oh. Hello, Brooklyn Cafe. Buenos días.
Bienvenido, mi gente.
Ah, cafe time.
Que la pase bien.
Gracias. All right. Well, you know the drill. There's copyrighted music about to happen. So as soon as I get to the door, I'm going to do a wide angle shot outside. And that will complete this segment. Yeah, let's get a wide angle here. Oh, no matter. Whew. Alrighty. Alright, well, a big fat breakfast at Brooklyn, and we have an extreme wind coming up here. That is some trash that's going a couple blocks down the road. Yeah, just a bit of wind. As you can see, the palm tree. Alright, so that was about an hour's worth of video of the walk. I'm taking the normal way I do back from Brooklyn, back to the AirBnB, and gonna upload this and study. It is the rest of my Easter. Upload video and study. Sun came out, beautiful day. Weather's still nice. It's 77 over temp. One of these days I'll walk up that hill, see what there is to see. I think that was, it's not the road to a Ponte. Oh, beautiful puppy. Hold on. That a little more adjusted. Buenas. That is Diagon. a Harry Potter themed cafe. Looking up that hill, all of 5 blocks, that's about a 75-degree incline. This is bringing everybody back from the beach. Standing room only. Bad morning coming up on 10 o'clock. To mi casa. Trees are really throwing their flowers. The big step. And that. Windows open. Windows open. Alrighty. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I had another good hour plus walk today, got a good breakfast, life is good. And if you're enjoying these, please hit the like, subscribe, share, referral, homing pigeon, I don't care, but help us get the good word out about how beautiful this country is. And until I see you all again next, adios.